What's up, YouTube? I just want to show you my Dalek of Death. I'm going to show you how to make this Dalek. And the reason I'm making this is because when I tried to make this Dalek, there was either no tutorials on it, or the tutorial sucked. So, hopefully I can help you with that. But the reason I can't go through the process of building it with you is that, I don't have another $100 to spend on this. Yes, it costs about that much. Unless you can get kind of lucky. Anywho, let's get started. First order of business is your skeleton. Can't be much of the superior being if you're spineless. So, what you want to do first is build a PVC skeleton. And that'll be the frame for your foam core body. You can either add caster wheels after you build the skeleton or when you're done with the Dalek, I don't care. When you do that, well, the main reason for the skeleton is one, you have a base to build everything up, off of. And another big thing for it is with the freaking sides, you notice that they have a taper when you really look at a Dalek. And that's really hard to make if you're just lining it up. And the frame, you see how the PVC is bigger at the top than at the bottom. It helps you determine that. Alright, so like I said, after you build your skeleton, you're going to put your foam on it. First, you want to start with this base right here. There's 3 sections to the Dalek. The head, the midsection, or the shoulders, as I like to call them, and the base. What you want to do is go in and just cut up foam, just secure it on there. We used, my dad and I use air duct tape, which it's painted right here, but you get the idea. Just because, it's strong, it's reinforced. So, when you do that, you go in and you get a bunch of plastic Christmas ornaments. Make sure they're plastic, not glass. That's stupid. And for this one, I have about 23 ornaments on it. That's 56 halves. Because the setup for it is you're going to have 4 of these little half spheres on each panel of your Dalek. You have 4 regular panels in the front, so that's 16 right there. 2 in the back. That makes another 24. Then another 2, 32, for this big back piece. And by the way, the back piece is your door, so you can get in and out. We use some air duct tape, but you might want to use door hinges, because as you can see right here, it's kind of coming off. And another thing that'd be great for that is we put in a little magnet for cabinets, and it just helps stick the door, so when you're rolling around in it. Oh, another thing, the skeleton, it's also a handle. You can use that to push the Dalek when you're in it. I don't know, whatever you want to do. Anyways, so 16, 20, 24, 32. Then you have another 12 on these 2 sides. And that makes about, 56. And these sides are really complicated with this, because you gotta line, you can't just have the same distance on your half spheres all the way down. They have to taper with the board. So you're gonna want to determine that somehow. We just kind of did it. We just kind of winged it. Alright, that's that piece. Then the next piece is your midsection. And what we did here is we just stuck a big piece of it down into here and just determine how tall we want it, because it's kind of behind the Dalek, so behind the main part. And we just took some foam board glue you get with a caulk gun and all that, and just glued these on. But if you're pressed for time like we built it in 2 days, you just hot glue them on, whatever. Just these little strips. And then what I did for this little piece of work right here, I got, let's see, just a like 12-pack Dr. Pepper box, whatever. It can be any soda. I prefer Dr. Pepper though. And just put foam onto it and tape it together. Then I added this midsection part right here, and then I added 2 more squares for the arms to come out of. Then you just go in and cut out your circles for those. Then let's see, for the plunger and the egg beater. The plunger is pretty self-explanatory, but when you're building the arms, all you gotta do is get another Christmas ornament. That makes 25 Christmas ornaments in total, and just cut a hole in it and glue whatever you need to down in there. And the gun is pretty simple. All you have to do is get a paint roller, take the handle off, bend it to shape, and just stick it through. And you don't even have to spray paint the whole ornament. You just have to get the part that people will see. And whenever you're not using the Dalek, I recommend just pushing the arms all the way back in, because you can see right here that the arms have been left out a little bit, and it presses down on the foam and compacts it. Just doesn't look all that nice. Alright, let me just set this paint roller back in here. Alright, well, that's that. And now finally, the head. What you're going to do for this is what we did. We just took a laundry basket and spray painted it black. And we just got, you can see right here is this mesh that we got at Walmart. Just a black mesh that you get in the fabric center. You can see pretty well through it when you're up close. Then we just took some more insulation foam, and this is the mathematical part of it. You gotta determine how big the rings are on here. It's kind of difficult. As you can see right here, I messed up and had to cut it. And it's kind of sloppy, but like I said, we were pressed for time. You can spend as much time as you want on it. And the reason you have to determine the shape of these, because the thing still tapers. So then the head is just a big plastic bowl we got from Goodwill. And the ears, or whatever you want to call them, just plastic cups that I cut and glued on there. And now the eye stalk, I took a T or whatever you call it, thing of PVC and glued it to the top of this basket. The head's not glued on at all. I just didn't get to that. Took some craft foam and made this thing, whatever you call it. Then this is 3/4 PVC. Then we had a 1-inch adapter and that's not 1 inch, whatever it is. Just an adapter and then a bigger piece of PVC. And we didn't have time to install a light, so if you're just cheap or you're pressed on time, you can just, well, I shouldn't say cheap, you just, economic, whatever. You just get a big styrofoam coffee cup, cut the bottom out, and just color it blue, and that works just fine. And yeah, that's basically it. Like I said, it costs about $100. So yeah, hope this tutorial helps you out. Leave a comment below if you need any advice. Haters gonna hate, whatever. So yeah, thank you.